So innovation and market disruption, that's what this video is about. So Milwaukee Tools invited me to head out to their new tool product symposium, and they invited us all out to come out and see all the brand new products and to show us how they're disrupting all the markets across the board. And I wanted to share with you guys some of the automotive tools and products that are coming out, and I'm very excited to share these with you. So this next few clips is going to be about all the new stuff that Milwaukee Tools is coming out with and how they're disrupting the market, and how this is going to be a big benefit for you guys. So stay tuned for those. So the event kicked off of a speech by the president of Milwaukee Tools, Stephen Richmond, followed by some history of the company. After that, they got right into revealing all the new tools and comparing them to their top competitors. In this clip here, they're demoing the third generation M18 Fuel Drill. The power of these tools are pretty impressive.
Roll through it like nothing, okay? We are the most powerful, most compact, and fastest drill in the industry with our third generation fuel drill. All right? Thanks, guys.
So they're coming out with generation 3 of the M18 Fuel quarter-inch drive impact driver, which are 30% faster than their top competitor. Here they demo a little race with their top competitor, and you can see here how much faster the tool is. I got my hands on this to try it out for myself, and I must tell you the speed and power of this is pretty impressive. If you're interested in any additional information on any of these tools, you can leave a comment below or email me at howtoautomotive.com. Milwaukee provided us with detailed information on all of these tools. Up next, we got the brand new M18 Cordless angle grinder that can take the full 9-inch blade. This thing was crazy impressive. It was nearly impossible to get the tool to bog down. This guy is bearing his entire weight on this grinder, and it will not bog. We tried out the corded version, and it would slightly bog when you put your weight on it, but the cordless one would not. Next up, they walked us through lighting and all the innovations they're making in the lighting technology with all the LEDs and M12 and the M18 side. They had a ton of new rechargeable flashlights. They're chargeable through a USB cord. All these new lights are extremely bright and tougher than nails. They threw them in a cement mixer with a ton of bricks and rocks in it and turned it on, and all the lights continued to work. It was impressive to see how durable these lights are. They also, most of them all had magnets on them, so you can stick them on anything metal. So they'd be super useful in the automotive world. One of the lights that I thought would be super useful for automotive use is this light that they refer to as the rocket. So I thought you could use it underneath the vehicle. It extends upwards to 5 feet. It has up to 1,400 lumens and a setup time of 5 seconds. It came in the M18, which is a lot brighter, and this M12 version here. So if you got your car on a hoist and you want to light up the undercarriage, this would be a good one to have. Next tool up is this little angle grinder. It's a M12 version. Is originally designed for tile work and finish work, but I think it could be super useful for automotive. You could probably use it for cutting, just a cut-off wheel. Next up, they made a huge improvement on their Sawzall. They call it the Super Sawzall. So for you guys cutting exhaust pipes and stuff like this, this is going to be extremely handy. No more cord to worry about. They also have an assortment of new cutting blades. The one that they were featuring here was called the Torch, and it outperformed all the competition. In this clip, they're actually having a race through this black iron pipe cutting, and how much faster it is and how much more durable it is compared to the competitor. Next up, we got the new M12 cordless rivet tool. This tool is extremely fast. I have this at the shop already.
Which is pretty astonishing. As far as current solutions today, one of the most common out there is the old trusty hand tool. This thing is no fun to use. I've been using it the last couple days and getting pretty sore.
Is that what happened to your arm?
Yeah, that's what I've actually broke my arm using it. No, I'm hooked to an EMG machine, which is going to measure two things. It's going to measure muscle effort, and it's going to measure the force required to pop a rivet. So I have 3 different sensors in my arm, 2 on my forearm, and then 1 around my thumb. So that's going to measure the muscle effort. The other sensors are on the tools. So it's going to measure the pressure point, so it's going to measure that force. So we also have it on ours. Mark's going to help me out. I'm going to do 2 back-to-back. I'm going to do one with the hand tool, and then go right back to our M12 rivet tool to show you that difference. So I've already lined up the rivets here. These are 3/16 stainless steel rivets. So I'm going to give it a go with the hand tool. You're going to see how hard it is. It's a two-hand application for me, really. As I have pumped it a few times, that was not fun. I'm really sore. It's my last one of the day, so now I'm going to do the M12 rivet tool. Show you how fast it is, and you're going to see the difference here. So that was less than 1 second to pop that rivet. And you can see, Mark's going to pull it up here. So moving left to right, and it's going to be lined up with the video. You can see these 3 pump actions that were used.
So you can see how much less effort and how much faster the new rivet tool is going to be. Here is a little video clip of all the impact drivers that are coming out, impact guns and drivers. So if it looks like there's duplicate, that's because some of them were 1 key and some of them were the standard impact or impact drivers. One of the tools coming out that's going to be super useful for automotive is this new M18 Fuel mid-torque 3/8 drive impact gun. As you can see on the picture there, it has 600 foot-pounds of nut breaking torque, which is insane for a 3/8 drive. And you can see the size here compared to its nearest competitor. It's extremely small with 600 foot-pounds of nut breaking torque with 450 pounds of fastening torque. The tool I was most excited about, especially for the automotive use, is the brand new M12 Fuel Stubby impact wrenches. These are the very first cordless impact wrenches, stubby impact wrenches to ever hit the market. These are going to be extremely handy and useful in the automotive world. So they're going to come out with a 1/4 inch that has 100 foot-pounds of torque, the 3/8 drive that has 250 pounds of torque, and the 1/2 inch drive with 250 foot-pounds of torque. So in the next clip, they had a bunch of bolts here that were torqued down with a digital torque wrench to 220 foot-pounds. And with their top competitor, they tried to loosen up the bolt. It's a 3/8 version, and then it was unable to do it, so then they switched over to the new Stubbies.
So we'll spare you the drama of going on for another 10 seconds there, but it just does not have the P-torque to break it away. There's really just not enough power coming out of that product. So we're going to show you how much faster and how much more powerful our new M12 Fuel Stubby is.
So you can see how powerful these little tools are going to be. These are all torqued down to 220 foot-pounds. They showed us the torque wrench. They torqued them all in front of us. I will be doing full reviews on these when I get my hands on them. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel for those.
So in reverse, it's all out power. I just took off all those bolts. I'm going to just switch over to forward, and it's going to go ahead and run these bolts down and shut them off at 0 to 10 foot-pounds. So you can imagine if you just pulled off lugs on a tire, now you're going to put them back on, you're going to run them down here, and instead of over fastening, you can just run them down. Now go grab your torque wrench and click into the right torque spec.
It's more important for like tipping a head down or exhaust manifold or something.
Absolutely, yep. Under the hood, or under the hood working on the engine block. Friction ring impact wrench. This will replace our current model. It's putting out 100 foot-pounds of torque now. So a lot of torque on a 1/4 inch. So we do have 4-mode drive control to bring it down a little bit so you're not snapping heads, but you need to break free a stubborn bolt. So we're also going to have our 3/8 friction ring. This is probably going to be the go-to product for a lot of users. Field research, this is the pickup, the tool that everyone's picking up. It's all the power they need. It's using the same sockets. Pair that up with the fuel ratchet. Pretty good combo. The second one is the 1/2 inch. This is the friction ring. We also have the pin detent. So friction ring and pin detent. 3/8 and 1/2 inch put out 250 foot-pounds. And like I said, this is 100 foot-pounds. So these are coming out in September. This is going to be a $159 price point on the bare tool. So feel free to come on up, get your hands on. We got bolt plates over here. Feel free to also try out this demo if you would like to.
One of the tools that caught my eye was this Toolbox here that they didn't really tell us much about or demo for us, but it had a stainless steel top. The drawers were about 21 inches deep. It had a really good solid feel to it. It was about as big as some of the largest service carts out there. It could possibly even be used as a service cart. So it had 6 drawers. It had a little tray on the side for storing like chemicals and stuff like that. On the opposite side, underneath the handle here, was a power strip so you can plug in all your chargers and stuff. I'm not sure if it was a prototype or not, but I'll be definitely digging into more information on this box. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel for future updates on that.
So as you guys already know and have seen more of today, Milwaukee's built up some awesome brand equity in the automotive space with the success of our M12, M18 power tools, fuel ratchets, high torque impacts, etc. Users are starting to really trust Milwaukee in that space, so it makes sense that we get in on that from a hand tool perspective. So we kind of stuck our toe in the water last year with a few products, our picks and pry bars and combination wrenches, and users have really liked those so far. But one of the questions I get all the time is, this is great, but when are you going to have ratcheting wrenches? So I'm really excited to share with you guys the Milwaukee ratcheting wrenches are now shipping as of this week. And they have some really awesome features. So typically on a ratcheting wrench, you have your 72 tooth pawl with 5 degrees of arc swing. And this allows users to work in tighter spaces than a fixed wrench would allow. Milwaukee wrenches have 2.5 degrees of arc swing, so users only need to swing the wrench half as far to engage the next tooth, allowing them to work in even smaller spots than a typical design would. We accomplish that with a durable double-stacked pawl. So there's two ratcheting wrench or two pawls instead of just one, giving us that really high tooth count, low arc swing. This is also a very robust mechanism, which gives us the longest ratchet life on the market. So really low arc swing, yes, still super durable. We've kept all the features that users know from our standard combination wrenches. So that's the max bite open end. That's some teeth and geometry that you see here. Helps to reduce rounding and gives users 25% more torque before slipping than you would see with a smooth jaw open end. We also have our rounded I-beam design, and this is more comfortable in the palms under high torque than a really thin, sharp-edged wrench would have. The final piece is how we label and store our wrenches. We put a lot of thought in how these users store their tools full time. When you buy a typical wrench set, it comes in a V-shaped tray, and when you put that in a drawer, you can lose some of that corner space. So that's why Milwaukee wrenches nest together like this and form a rectangle. They sit flush with the side of the drawer and allow users to be really organized and use all of their space really efficiently. Finally, how we label these tools. All of our wrenches have an ink-filled size label. So our standard sets have a red ink fill and our metric have black. This is a lot more readable than chrome on chrome or laser etch on chrome would be. Helps our users grab the right tool when they need it and stay really organized. So like I said, these are shipping now, and we have 4 sets total, standard and metric in both 15 and 7-piece sets. You guys will follow me now. Auto mechanics need these, but all of our core users, every homeowner needs a socket set too. So a lot of potential for us there. We wanted to make sure we came to market with something unique. So I'm passing around a socket now. You'll see that we have a very unique socket design. We have 4 parallel flats around the bottom, which accomplishes 2 things. The first is that it deters rolling. So if you've ever dropped a socket and watched it roll away from you, these parallel flats help it come to a stop much faster. It's also wrench compatible. So as you see here, you can put your adjustable or combination wrench around those flats and start turning the socket that way. This is really helpful if your ratchet's not nearby or if you don't have room for it. The ratchet itself has a slim profile and a 90-tooth design for 4 degrees of arc swing. So again, helping users work in those tight spots. Finally, I want to talk about how these are stored. Like wrenches, we put a lot of thought into how users store their tools. So every set comes in a carrying tray and a removable storage tray, or a carrying case with a removable tray. So this gives users options. This is perfect for the professional mechanic who works out of their steel storage chest every day, but it's also really great for a user who's going on and off the job site to different locations every day for their job, keeping them really portable and still organized. These are launching in July with 1/4" and 3/8 drives, 6 sets total. All right, we're gonna keep.
So Milwaukee is coming out with over 300 new products this year, but these are the ones that I thought would be best suited for automotive use. If you have any questions, just hit me up. So I'm Brian Esser from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos, encourage you to subscribe, invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this. Thank you again for watching.